What's going on, family? It's your boy AP, the Fragrance King, man. I'm coming at y'all today with a very exciting video. Today, we're going to be talking about clones, in a sense, right? There's no other way to describe it other than the word clone or similar fragrance style. And these similar fragrance style, these two fragrances were made in similar styles to Bvlgari Tygar. Tygar is an amazing fragrance. In my personal opinion, you can wear Tygar in 3 different seasons. Actually, you can wear it in all 4 seasons, man. Who am I kidding? You can wear it in spring, summer, fall, and winter and get away with it. That's just how great Tygar is, right? But the thing is, Tygar in and of itself, while it's a great fragrance, the price point is crazy. You're not gonna get I think it's a 3.3 ounce bottle of Tygar for less than $470. So you paying almost $500 for a fragrance. A lot of people in the fragrance community talk about the performance of Tygar, and you're only getting 2 to 3 hour wear out of it. Well, what if I told you that you can get everything that's in Bvlgari Tygar for a fraction of the price? Not even a fraction of the price, less than a fraction of the price, right? And today I'm going to be talking about two fragrances, right? So I'm going to be talking about Torathi Blue that's made by Afnan, and I'm going to be talking about Maison Asrar's Majesty. Maison Asrar's Majesty and Turathi Blue are two great fragrances that are inspired by Bvlgari Tygar, right? Two great fragrances that are inspired by Bvlgari Tygar. Price point on these is way, way lower than Bvlgari Tygar. So without further ado, let's get into it, right? So these are the two fragrances that we're going to be talking about. These are the two fragrances that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be talking about which one is better. We're going to talk about the performance. We're going to talk about the price point. We're going to talk about the smell profile, the similarities, and which one I think is a closer interpretation of Bvlgari Tygar. All right, so the first fragrance that we're going to be talking about is Torathi Blue, right? So Torathi Blue is a great fragrance, right? And it comes from a great house that makes a lot of fragrances that may or may not smell like other fragrances. They do a very, very good job of their formulations and their interpretations of these fragrances, right? And this one right here is just one of the ones, man. Torathi Blue, right? So as I said early in the video, Torathi Blue is inspired by fragrance of Bvlgari Tygar. When you first put this fragrance on, when you first spray it on skin, you can't tell the difference between Bvlgari Tygar and Torathi Blue. You cannot tell the difference, right? And the scent profile is going to give you Torathi Blue. So if you walking out and about in the streets, nobody's going to know if you got on Bvlgari Tygar or Torathi Blue. I'm going to be honest, when I first bought this fragrance, the first time I smelled it, it gave me Bvlgari Tygar, but it also gave me a headache, right? It gave me a headache. I ain't going to lie. It's just something in this fragrance that gives me a headache. When I first put it on, it's good. It's sharp to the nose. It's very, very sharp when you first put it on. But then as it starts to dry down, in my personal opinion, it gave me a headache. It still smelled good. It just gave me a headache. I had a sharp headache for like the remainder of the day, right? And I noticed that there was some changes in this fragrance too on the dry down. So let's get into it. So when you first put it on skin, you're going to get a heavy, heavy dose of citruses, right? You're going to get citruses. You're going to get some musk. You're going to get some patchouli. You're going to get, and those citruses is going to be reminiscent of grapefruit. Going to be reminiscent of grapefruit. And that's basically what you're going to get. You're going to get some citruses, patchouli, vetiver, and I think you get a little bit of ambroxan in here as well. Now, the thing about ambroxan is once your nose get a hint of ambroxan, you tend to go nose blind after a while. Well, I can tell you, I didn't go nose blind at all when I put this fragrance on. It's a great fragrance. I got compliments. I put this fragrance on when I knew for a fact I was going to be outside all day. I wanted to see how it performed in extremely hot weather down here in Florida, humid weather, and I wanted to see how it was going to perform. And it performed, right? It was toward the end of the night. I'm talking about like 8, 9 hours, and people were still telling me, man, you smell good. Like they just kept giving me compliments and kept giving me compliments. To the point where after the fact, I had to pull some people to the side and give them the name of the fragrance. And when I told them the price point, they ordered it right there on the spot. So this was a great fragrance, right? Longevity, like I said, it was still pumping on my skin at the 8 hour mark, and skin scent for like 10. Skin scent at the 10 hour mark. And if you put it on your clothes, you would think that this particular fragrance, since it performs so well on the skin, that when you put it on the clothes, that it's just gonna make it like jump off the jump off the page, excuse me. But that wasn't the case. It maintained its scent profile and the integrity of the scent profile throughout the duration of, right? So price point for this, I got this fragrance for, I believe it was like less than $40. Less than $40, I got this. Bvlgari Tygar, 500. I mean, 470 plus tax, it was like 510. This less than $40, and you couldn't tell the difference. The mid on this fragrance, after a couple of hours, it starts to dry down. It starts to go through the dry down phase, and the scent profile to me changed a little bit. So the citruses kind of go away. It's almost like taking a heavy concentrated juice or a heavy concentrated drink, and then over time watering it down with water, right? Or with some type of other beverage on top of it. And it spreads the citrus and it spreads the taste and the profile out. That's kind of to me what happened with this. And I don't know if it combined with sweat, just the moisture in the air or whatever, but it started to spread out a little bit. It was still pumping, but the scent was slightly different to my nose than when I first sprayed it on. That just point blank period. And on top of that, I had a pumping headache, right? So maybe that had something to do with it, but that's just what I got from it. But overall, man, good longevity on this fragrance at a great price. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a nice dent in here. I don't have any complaints about this fragrance. Will I purchase this fragrance again? Maybe, right? But I'll let you know at the end of the video which one I prefer. Okay, so this Torathi Blue, and it's made by Afnan. Afnan makes some great fragrances. If you don't know anything about Afnan, do your research on Afnan, man. Go check out some of their fragrances. It's amazing. So let's talk about the next fragrance. Let's talk about this baby right here. Let's talk about Majesty. That's made by Maison Asrar. Majesty. So I blind bought Majesty because I looked at the note profile on Majesty. I was looking at some Bvlgari Tygar inspired by fragrances. Majesty came up, and I'm like, well, damn, I already got one Bvlgari Tygar inspired fragrance in Turathi Blue. Why do I need another one? Well, I wanted to see if this one right here smelt like Bvlgari Tygar, and I also wanted to see if it was going to give me a headache like Turathi Blue. So I purchased the fragrance. It came in. I sprayed like 4 or 5 sprays in there to just kind of help this start to macerate a little bit. And I could tell you, I was thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. Now, with this fragrance, you're going to get the same notes. There's nothing different in these notes than the notes you're going to get in Bvlgari Tygar. The note profile in Torathi Blue is kind of different. It doesn't tell you that you're going to get grapefruit. It just says citruses, right? Patchouli, vetiver, the whole nine. And this one, you get everything that you're going to get in Bvlgari Tygar. You're going to get grapefruit, right? You're going to get vetiver. You're going to get patchouli, right? You get a little bit of sandalwood, and you're going to get some ambroxan. It's pretty much what you're going to get in this fragrance and what you're going to get in Bvlgari Tygar. Scent profile, close proximity to Bvlgari Tygar, I would say Torathi Blue, right? Smells good. On the opening, 100% dead on nail ringer. There's no different with this one right here. What I will say is that this one comes off a little bit more smoother in the opening than Torathi Blue. Torathi Blue comes off sharp. It punches you in the face. This one right here does not punch you in the face. It kind of puts you in the mind of, if you've ever smelled Louis Vuitton Imagination and you put Louis Vuitton Imagination on, how it's just a well-rounded scent profile. It doesn't punch you in the face, but it's pumping off your skin, and the opening is amazing. That's the same thing that I get with this fragrance right here. I put it on, it doesn't punch me in the face, but I know that it's there. It's, instead of punching me in the face, it's touching me on the shoulder, right? And it's letting me know that it's there without punching me in the face, without giving me a headache. In my personal opinion, um, this fragrance right here reminds you more of the smoothness of Bvlgari Tygar when you first put it on skin. Now, let's talk about the longevity and the projection of this fragrance. Okay. With Torathi Blue, I told you at the 8-hour mark, it was still pumping off the skin, although it didn't smell like it smelled in the opening when I first put it on. This one right here keeps the same scent profile throughout. It gives you the same bit of longevity. Actually, I would say this right here performs a little bit better than Turathi Blue. Turathi Blue, like I said, it fades into something else. This one, same scent profile for 8 to 10 hours. Skin scent for like 12. And if you put it on your clothes, you got to wash your clothes to get this off. All right. This is some good stuff right here. Some good stuff right here. Price point for this. Price point for this. You're going to pay around $40, anywhere from $35 to $40. So same price point as this. Same price point as this right here. Right? This one punches you in the face when you put it on. This one right here is more well-rounded. It's more polished. It's got the haircut. This one right here is woofing. Haven't shaved, you know what I'm saying? Haven't shaved, the same person, but have not shaved. It's kind of rough around the edges. This one right here is well-dressed, well put together. Well-dressed, well put together. T-shirt, sweatpants. You see what I'm saying? This one right here, you can dress up. This one, I think this is more, I would wear this to the gym. This one, you want to wear this out on a date. Then you can wear both of them out on a date. But like I said, this one's going to start to change at like this 4-hour mark. It's going to start to change the scent profile. This one keeps the same scent profile throughout. So if you're looking for something that is about a 97 to 98 take on Bvlgari Tygar, and it keeps the same scent profile throughout, then you want to go with Majesty. If you're looking for something that's going to jump off the skin heavier, like you're going out for like an hour or two, and you just need something to jump off the skin right away, and it's going to give you that same scent profile of Bvlgari Tygar, then you want to go with Torathi Blue, right? But if you want something you're going to be out for a while, this is the better performing fragrance. It does not change from the opening to the dry down. This one changes in the dry down. I would actually say that this is a little bit sweeter on the opening. This one right here is a little bit more, I don't want to say bitter on the opening, but not as sweet. It's sweet, but not as sweet. Just like Bvlgari Tygar. That bitterness you get from a grapefruit, you're going to get that bitterness from the grapefruit here. You're going to get a sweet, like a tangerine mixed with grapefruit in this one right here. This one right here is straight grapefruit. So which one is the better fragrance to me? I think you already know. I think Majesty is the better fragrance. I think it's the more well-rounded fragrance. I think it's the better put together fragrances. Do both of them smell like Bvlgari Tygar? Yes. On the opening, they smell identical on the opening. This one starts to change at like 3-hour mark, 2 to 3-hour mark. Performance, 8 hours, 8 hours. Skin scent, 10 hours, 10 hours. Jumping off the skin, 12, 13, 14 hours. This one taps out after about 10 hours. Like, you're not going to be able to smell it at all after about 10 hours. And if you do smell something, it's not going to smell anything like the fragrance that you sprayed on. All right.